They call it the last little corner of Vermont. Burke Mountain has been challenging experienced skiers, training Olympic racers, and creating new outdoor enthusiasts since the 1950s. Join us to find out more on this episode of New England Ski Journal. The Northeast Kingdom of Vermont may seem like a faraway destination to travel for great skiing, but Burke Mountain is worth the trip. And at only a 3-hour drive from Boston, it's easier to get to than you think.
People think the kingdom is this far-off place, and in some respects, it has this sort of remote, very genuine vibe to it that is very Vermont. But at the same time, we are 15 minutes off of the interstate. We are midway between Montreal and Boston. So when you're thinking about a New England ski vacation or a New England bike vacation, we're right there in the thick of it.
We have 36 trails, 14 glades, and 3 terrain parks here at Burke, so it's really a good variety for everyone. And skiing and riding, as we get into February and March, it's some of the best conditions here.
Great skiing, obviously, and I think it has a really good beginner area, and then this that's, advanced and expert terrain that when we have great snow like we have from 3 days ago, everybody's really happy, everybody's thrilled.
The beauty of Burke is that it is kind of just a little under the radar, and it's kind of like that last little gem in New England where there's real snow, real terrain, real skiing and riding that's like all sorts of different variety.
Music got the best in me.
We have beautiful natural trails that are narrow. They're not the big wide trails for the most part. We almost never have lift lines more than 5 or 10 minutes long.
What can I do?
It's really a create your own experience kind of place, which is why everyone just loves it.
Music creeps into my dreams.
2 days after a big storm, you're still gonna find untracked POW in the trees. You're gonna see lines that no one else might be skiing, and if you were at other resorts, you would have had to wait 30 minutes to go ski something that had already been chewed up 20 times. So Burke is the place to go if you're looking for that real, true New England vibe. This is legit.
We have classic winding ski trails, we have glades, we have a bump run that we just put in on Lower Willoughby, which is really a lot of fun. We have your classic groomer skiing, and or if you want to get into it in the woods, that's a really fun time too.
Before it is too late to flee.
The smiles on the kids' faces, to me, that is just the best thing. I absolutely love my job.
What I can do.
When you discover Burke, you're really finding someplace special. And the fact that we, as even employees, are generally interested about hearing about your day on the lift, it's something really unique about Burke.
Stop this, get right. Stop this, get
We've always stayed true to ourselves from our terrain, our nice winding trails that people would describe as sort of a classic New England ski trail, to the village of East Burke. We are part of that community, they are part of us, and you can't separate the two. It's just a special place where if you come here, you're going to be part of a cadre of people that love this place. It's special, it's intimate, you feel like it's your home, and when you get on this big mountain with 2,000 feet of vertical and dozens of trails, you can be in a crowd but also find yourself completely alone out there, whether it's a Monday or a Saturday afternoon. And I think that really attracts people to Burke and sets us apart from some of our competitors and some of the resorts that we also love to ski at ourselves.
Up next, it's the place to stay while you are enjoying the outdoors in the Northeast Kingdom. And the Burke Mountain Hotel and Conference Center is perfectly located. New England Ski Journal's Base Camp podcast is the weekly podcast on the New England ski scene and beyond. Be sure to download Base Camp wherever you get your podcasts or at skijournal.com.
Hi everyone, Ray here from Country Ski and Sport. We are super excited for ski and snowboard season. Today we're going to be talking about snowboards. Snowboarding has become very popular, and I believe half the reason for that is the technology. It's really been a huge upgrade from snowboards of the past. They've put in a lot of thought and effort into making snowboarding more fun and easier for people to learn. This first board I'm going to talk about is the Magic Stick. It's a ride, woman-specific board geared for the intermediate to advanced woman rider. What's awesome about this board is its hybrid construction. It's going to have tail rocker, tip rocker, and camber underfoot. That's going to allow the board to maneuver very well in every condition. This board is a woman-specific board because it's made in smaller sizes, as well as it's made for typically a smaller, maybe more lightweight individual. What I love about this board is its construction, and that's the best part about it, right? How the board rides. So it has tip rocker, camber underfoot, and tail rocker, and what that's going to allow the board to do is be super nimble. So no matter what part of the mountain the rider is on, they're going to have fun and they're going to be comfortable. The second board I'm going to talk about today is a Ray Gun Pop. This board is a new take on a K2 Classic. It's one of our most popular selling boards because it can handle any condition and any rider can ride on it, an aspiring beginner or an advanced level rider. So the construction of this board, again another hybrid design, is going to allow for the board to be super stable at high speeds, but also really nimble in tight situations. So on trail, when you're putting weight and pressure into the board, it's going to give you a little bit more back. The third and final board that we're going to be talking about is Capita DOA Defender of Awesome, one of my favorite boards. The first time I rode this board, I was blown away. In every condition, it performed amazing. So this board is actually designed in the mothership in Europe, made there, which is a 100% clean resource facility. So there's no waste product. Very, very environmentally sustainable. Another really awesome part about this snowboard is the construction. It's got also a hybrid design. These new hybrid designs are amazing. This is one of the best-selling boards in the world for many reasons. It rides amazing. You hop on the board, you fall in love with it immediately. The largest mistake people make when buying a snowboard is they don't put any homework into it. They just go out, they buy a board based on the looks, they don't understand the performance and the construction of the snowboard. So when you're looking for the right snowboard, head down to Country Ski and Sport where one of our snowboard professionals can give you a hand. We're located in Hanson, Quincy, and Westwood.
Welcome back. We are at Burke Mountain Resort in Vermont, where you can find lodging right on the mountain itself.
We're happy to celebrate 6 years of a new hotel that opened in 2016. Pretty spectacular slopeside, not just a name, but in reality. We're a 50-step walk to the Mid-Burke lift, which will take you to the summit.
Burke Mountain Hotel and Conference Center offers 116 rooms ranging from studios to 3-bedroom suites.
So if you've got a big crowd, big family, you and the guys or the girlfriends want to, do a weekend together, we have the 3-bedroom to accommodate that to, the weekend getaway, and you just want a small studio because you're actually going to be out shredding it. We got it all for you.
When you come and stay here, you have access to a family arcade, an indoor fitness center, a seasonal pool, a year-round hot tub. We have 2 on-site restaurants, our View Pub and our Willoughby's restaurant. We also have some conference center availability, so we host anywhere from small to large conferences. We have this beautiful day lodge, that allows everyone to kind of group and just kind of hang out with 2 fireplaces. It's a beautiful timber frame building with a cafeteria, and it really just feels like you're in someone's home. Every room has a view in our hotel, so there's not some weird rooms in a hallway or anything like that. When you stay with us, you're either slope side or you're gap side.
Whether you're on the 3rd floor or the 5th floor looking at the mountain itself or looking over to the Willoughby Gap and towards Canada, really it's a view that can't be beat at any resort in Vermont.
With its location and amenities, the hotel has been a game changer for the now year-round resort.
It turned us from being a pretty incredible ski destination to now a 12-month destination with mountain biking, the complement to our bike park and Kingdom Trails.
Kingdom Trails is a non-profit organization that provides over 100 miles of quality non-motorized trails in the Northeast Kingdom.
We're honored to host a number of those trails on our property, And if you look at our summer operations, you look at the Canadian audience that is rabid cycling and mountain biking fans, you look at our friends in Boston, Hartford, and New York, you can ride the 100+ miles of trails here on Kingdom Trails, ride the Burke Downhill Park, and just experience a part of New England and a part of summer that, hopefully will get you excited to come back in the winter, and vice versa. It's a pretty cool place to be and a pretty cool time of our lives to be here in Burke with all the good things that are happening.
Coming up on New England Ski Journal, the resort where everyone knows your name is great for families. And we will check in at the Burke Mountain Snow Sports Learning Center. On this episode of New England Ski Journal, we are at Burke Mountain in Vermont, where oftentimes you will have lift lines that look like this. And some days, you might have a whole trail to ski for yourself. They also have great ski packages for visitors and locals.
We are an independent resort, which allows us to be a little more free operationally. And with our season passes, we have a variety of products. We have, the midweek product that allows you to ski Monday through Friday with no blackouts. So even during, some of our vacation breaks, you're allowed to ski Monday through Friday on a midweek pass. And then we have an adult pass. We have 3 different levels of senior passes. We also have a Kingdom Pass, which allows our local students to purchase a discounted pass, which is, a really great tool for us to get skiers and riders engaged and our youth engaged here.
Burke is old school, and if you can ski our trails, we don't have these huge wide groomers. You need to know how to ski or ride, and I think it attracts that level of skier, certainly at the upper mountain, and yet at the same time, our lower mountain, our learning area, is spectacular if you're a family.
We decided to do some skiing with the Riley family, Jay, Carolyn, and their 2 daughters, Eloise and Amy Jean.
We love skiing here because you're always bound to bump into friends and classmates, and it's always a good time. We love it.
Sometimes I take a walk, then I forget about the clock. I can slow. I love coming to Burke because you can ski with your family and friends, and it's pretty much open all the time.
They're knocking on my door, but I'm knocking them down. They say I'm acting crazy, but I just wanna lie in the sun.
Burke isn't a small mountain and it isn't a big mountain. It's like medium sized, kind of like the Goldilocks size, so you can let your kids go ski around and pick them up at the end of the afternoon and you don't have to worry. The other thing too is it's got terrain that challenges even Olympic level skiers. It's a great place to learn to be a great skier.
My friends are sitting laughing, but I just keep on laughing. They're knocking on my door, but I'm knocking them down.
Everybody's full of smiles and happy to be here. It's hard not to love it.
Lie in the sun, yeah.
The lower mountain at Burke is also where you can learn to ski.
Burke offers a variety of snow sports programming, lesson programming all the way from a lesson for somebody who's never skied before, a learn to ski or a learn to ride package, all the way to the advanced skier. We also provide lessons to the local schools, as well as women's and men's clinics. We have a season-long program. That happens every weekend, starting in January to the end of the season, for 10 weeks long, Saturday and Sunday. That's a very popular program, and ages 5 to 16 get to participate in that.
Probably one of the most unique learning areas there is still in New England. With the J-bar, it really gives you something to talk about, and it really gives the kids this good introduction to pitch down at the lower area.
Burke is one of the few resorts in New England that still has a J-bar.
Yeah, the J-bar is very unique to Burke Mountain. We're kind of known for it down here at the lower mountain, and although there's a rumble, we learned to love it.
It certainly is a little grumpy at times, but it's just this novelty lift and a piece of history that we're allowed to kind of bring with us.
And so if you're a beginner skier or rider and you are going to spend time at our magic carpet or our J-bar or our lift that serves the lower mountain, you have this incredible self-contained topography where you can really, get your skills dialed in before you decide to take the Mid-Burke Express to the summit.
We'll have more from Burke Mountain when we return. Stay tuned. New England Ski Journal is your complete source for skiing and the outdoors in New England. With some of the best writers and photography in the industry, New England Ski Journal will inform and inspire you with insight and advice on the ski and outdoor scene like no one else. From special destinations, resorts, lodging, gear, backcountry gems, the après scene, as well as summer and fall experiences, New England Ski Journal is your go-to source for guide and adventure. Log on to skijournal.com/subscribe to start your ski and outdoor experience today. If you're looking for daily content on the New England ski and outdoor scene, skijournal.com has you covered, delivering insider information with their expert lineup of ski and outdoor journalists in the industry. Looking for your next ski experience? Check out all of our New England Ski Journal episodes at skijournal.com as we visit some of the best ski resorts and destinations in the region. Welcome back to our trip to Burke Mountain. East Burke, Vermont may not be the most happening resort town in the state, but business is growing.
My name's Anna, this is Bruce. We are here at Burke Mountain ski area, and our business is Dirt Church Brewing Company.
We were hanging out during the COVID era and looking for a new way of finding ourselves in life. And we found a little Methodist church built in the 19th century, and we came up with this idea to build a tap room and a brewery and be a little niche in the community. We've been open 6 months now, and we make IPAs, lagers, Kolsch's, black IPAs, porters, stouts. We just have fun making all different styles of beer.
Selling beer is just a wonderful compliment to skiing, to biking.
And on our beer can, you'll see it says preservation, recreation, celebration. Those are the pillars of our brand, of our business, and what it means to be a part of this community.
We're at Burke Mountain. It's a crisp one.
They are regulars at Burke Mountain, where you can, of course, find their beer.
We're on tap here in the
restaurant.
Pub.
We're up at the Bear Den. We go to our local restaurants and convenience stores and general stores, and we bring our beer to them case by case, and we distribute with another third-party company. Takes our stuff to Burlington, all the way out west to Rutland South and everything in between. We've been getting really great support. People like our establishment. Our tap room's a real fun place. Our vibe is all about, your experience up here in the kingdom. We support the mountain supports us. All the small business owners all support and look out for one another.
Burke Mountain is a really wonderful reflection of the values that we hold really near and dear to us in the kingdom, which is not the box store mania, and it's not mainstream, and it's not the corporate mega pass. It's the family-oriented accessibility as well as the raw challenge, and that's one of the biggest reasons why Burke is such a wonderful place to be.
Come visit our brewery, have a beer, get to know us, play with our dogs, grab a 4-pack.
Dirt Church.
And Dirt Church it. Cheers.
And we can't talk about Burke Mountain without mentioning Burke Mountain Academy.
Burke Mountain Academy since 1970 has been a part of the fabric of Burke Mountain Resort. and we're proud to be a partner with them and helping to raise the next generation of ski racers.
The Academy has produced more than 130 national ski team members and 33 Olympians, including 3-time Olympic medalist Michaela Schifrin.
One of the unique things that our skiers and riders love about Burke is you're going to be able to see athletes in training. On any given day, you can ski or ride, the lift with, who knows, the next Michaela Schifrin.
So if you have not been to Burke Mountain lately, now is a great time to visit.
It hasn't changed in many respects, but it's also been a place that has adapted to things like alpine and Nordic skiing and mountain biking. And so, for those of us that live here and get to call this place home, we love to share it with the people that visit us and welcome more folks to come up, ski and ride with us. I think for everyone that works at Burke Mountain Resort, every day we wake up, we're fired up to meet our guests and show them the place that we think is pretty cool, whether that's the summer or the winter. And so that reality and that sort of genuine touch point to the folks that call the Kingdom home and call the town of Burke home is really important to us as a resort. And when folks come here and visit, I think they're gonna make that connection with us as well and hopefully tell their friends, and we'd love to see more of you up here.
Come visit Burke Mountain, the last little corner of Vermont.
I'm your host, Meredith Gorman, and we'll see you next time on New England Ski Journal.